Uh. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. What it's like for a nigga like me. Living out his backpack every night, needed a new place to sleep.
Yo.
But this is now.
Like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit that bell button beside the subscribe button. That way you know when I post me a new video, you know. I stole that from my boy, LaShawn Parks, aka Something Like a Big Deal. But anyway, this is about you going to get your CDL at a school and how to pick your trainer. Me, it was an easy one for me because I came to Prime Ink and I ran down on Trucker Brown one day and seen him at the terminal. He was getting his truck washed, and well, he got it washed and he was still out there wiping it down after he got it washed. And I ran up on him, was like, hey man, you don't need him wiping it because shit's still dirty, man. They ain't do a good job. He still has soap on the truck, you know. So that's how I met up with him. He a hard guy to get up with. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. But anyway, when you go to training, any truck driving school, before you go out on the road with your trainer, you should ask. You know, you gotta have a list of questions to ask this guy, man, or woman, whatever they are. And first thing on your mind should be, what is their personality like? Are they always mad? Are they happy? You know, do they have a lot of issues going on at home? Because a lot of people let their issues at home carry over to their job, which makes them a pretty bad person. I mean, they're not a bad person, but if you got a lot going on at home and that you're always getting upset or aggravated by the stuff that's going on at home, it's gonna carry over to your job and you're always gonna be mad. So first, when you meet your trainer, you just ask him, you know, hey man, what kind of stuff are you into? You know, what kind of music you listen to? That way, you know, you can find out right off the jump whether y'all compatible. Some trainers, you know, they don't really listen to music, which there's nothing wrong with that because you're training. You don't need music. You're supposed to be learning anyway. You gotta ask them, hey man, how often do you take showers? Are you one of the truck drivers that only takes a shower once a week, or only takes a shower, you know, every 2 weeks? Do you take one every day, every other day? You know, stuff like that. Next, if they smoke and you smoke, you have to find out whether they're a smoker like you or they're a truck driver smoker, because I found this out, that there are two different kinds of chain smokers. There's a regular chain smoker where they will smoke, you know, you smoke a cigarette, that one will go out, and a few minutes later they're smoking another cigarette. Now, a truck driver, chain smoker, this is someone that smokes about 2 to 5 packs a day. Like, they're constantly smoking all day long. And I, for one, I can't handle that. Like, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I might smoke one now, every now and again. But I've never been a chain smoker. I'll smoke a cigarette and probably won't need another one until, hey, after I eat, because, you know, that's how I go. A lot of people smoke cigarettes after they eat. Well, if you smoke cigarettes. Another thing you should ask them, because you should ask them how often they go home, because some people may want to go home during their training. Some people may not. I, for one, I really wasn't worried about going home during my training. I wanted to, but I wasn't worried about it because I wanted to hurry up and get my training done with. I didn't want to be in fucking training for 3-4 months. And that was another reason why I chose my trainer, because after watching his videos, I already knew Like, this guy don't go home until he gets done with his student. And I like that, because most people training, as far as through Prime, with the 30,000 miles, shit, a lot of people don't get done for 3 months. I'm 4 weeks in and over 3/4 way done. Like, I got 7,000 miles left and been out here for a month. And I'm happy about that, really happy. Another thing you should ask is, do they stop anywhere, you know, see any sights, stuff like that? Because being on the truck all the time, you don't always have to be in a rush. And you're always traveling, you're passing by all these nice sights and stuff, and sometimes you just gotta stop and take it all in, man. There's no need to rush all the time. I mean, yeah, granted, sometimes you have to rush, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's not really a rush. And you just gotta find out basically their whole mindset, man, because you don't want to get on the truck with somebody without asking these questions, and then you get 2-3 days into your training and you mad as hell at the world because you didn't ask any questions before you got on the truck. You just said, hey, I got a trainer, I'm leaving. So ask these questions before you get on the truck with your trainer, because you don't want to be out there stuck somewhere and your trainer got pissed off at you because you listen to some rap music and he don't like rap music, or you want to go home and they don't want to go home. So that's why you should always get to know them. Another thing, I mean, you could get out there and just from talking to him, and you say, oh yeah, he's a cool guy, and then 2 weeks later, shit hits the fan, he just changed his whole attitude because he got shit going on at home, and he carried it over to his job, so now he's walking around with a grouch. I mean, you riding around in the truck with another grown man or a grown woman 24/7. He's driving, you're driving, she's driving, and you're driving. You know, y'all always together, so you got to make sure that you're compatible. I, for one, I'm someone that loves to joke around. I like to laugh, so don't ever take me seriously unless I'm giving you some valuable information, because I'm a very jokey person and I like to make people laugh. So why would I go with somebody that's uptight and don't know how to joke around and don't have a sense of humor? Because I could be sitting there joking and they'll get mad at me, get pissed off, and you know, they ready to fight me, and I don't even know, because I think the shit funny because I got a good sense of humor. But they may be uptight and just don't give a fuck. Like, I got to get him off my truck. So that's a few tips on, man, what to ask your trainer and how to go about it, because I done seen too many people come out here and fucking get with a trainer, and then 2 weeks down the line they right back from the beginning because they didn't get along with their trainer because they didn't sit down and have a conversation with them. And yeah, it's true, you could have a conversation with somebody and then their whole attitude change after that conversation. You get out on the road and they just change on you. But what I have learned is a lot of these trainers out here, they are just in it for the money. A lot of them are. I'm not saying all of them are, but a lot of them. But you got to make sure that your trainer fits your personality, your attitude, your sense of humor. And that's pretty much it, man.
For the money,
but Sean Parks,
get ready, cause I feel I finally did it. Force for the jealous rapper, mad because he finished. Turn that motherfucker to
still
a critic, man. I got so much shit up on my plate, dog.
Blowing them clouds out.
I was hanging on them corners,
Big
late
wars
pockets
over
went
here,
straight,
man.
bitch. I ain't gonna make it that